All games were boring today.
Is it 2, 3, 4? Ah. Coming at you on demand from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass hockey podcast in all the known land. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Tommy C, and this is Shot from the Point. My partner and point man for life. From the dirtiest of dirty, filthy, rotten, stinking, down the shore, New Jersey, legendary comedian, legendary Jake Link. Mr.
What's
Jake.
up?
Ah!
What's up?
Better late than never, as Cheech Marin said in Ghostbusters 2.
Whoa.
Better late than never. Yeah, we're on really late tonight. In fact, we're 2 hours late for the start of the broadcast. We got a lot to get into. We got a lot to go over this. Let's talk about the National Hockey League. Of course, the Olympics are on the heels. We are really close to the Olympics, and me and Jake were talking about it before. That's the closest me and him are going to get to a damn championship, being Devils and Ranger fans. And you know what the best thing about that is, Jake?
I'm having a problem on my end. Hold on.
You're having a problem. How could you have a problem?
Hold on. It's me.
You're fine like a minute ago. I tell you we're going on the air, and then, oh God.
No. I'm sorry. I had YouTube playing.
Genius.
And I was like, why the hell am I hearing Tommy play?
Oh, yeah. I made that mistake. I can't even get on your case like that because I did that in the crease my second show.
Like, why the hell? Like, I couldn't figure it out. Like, oh, okay.
Well, you're louder now in here.
All right.
There he is. Boom, Jake Link. Bitchin'.
What's up?
Boom.
Small
Hey.
little technical problems because of my lack of...
You weren't too loud over here either, so I know. Hey, listen. There's a really good reason for my behavior right now. You know that?
Yeah, I do know.
I'm drunk.
It's the old Tommy being drunk show.
Yeah.
This show is probably going to be a treat for everyone. So
I'm really
irresponsible, folks.
I'm really, really irresponsible. And I'm like, oh God. Well, let's play a game. Let's play a game called Let's See How Drunk You Would Get.
Are you still drinking right now?
No. I see, one of the reasons I'm still up is that I thought, and this seemed like good logic to me at the time, I thought that if I went to bed around 9 and I slept a few hours off, the problem is the alarm simply was not responded to. That's what the problem is. No one responded a lot. So when I woke up on my own, and it was I'd say about 5 minutes to 7. So I mean,
wow.
it just simply didn't happen. I got a show announcement to make. We have been stripped. We are broadcasting via Google Hangouts, which we thought we left in the dust 5 shows ago. And I really wanted to leave it in the dust because you really can't put a thumbnail up to advertise a stupid show if you run it on Google Hangouts. There's been some improvement since I last used this piece of crap. Well, it's not a piece. I shouldn't say that. But nowhere near what we were used to with live. The reason we're not on live anymore is because the software that I was using, which used to be quasi-free, it was they let you have a lot of options for the stripped down version, right? Went up. They upgraded it, and then they made you pay $500 for it. They upgraded it to a 5.0.
So we're actually starting a Kickstarter fund for people.
We're not, because what I do...
Shut up. They don't need to know that. We don't need to use the money for that. We'll just...
Yeah, right. What I
got a birthday coming up. Come on now.
Well, you know what I do. I go to the great Joe Cronin, the Joe Cronin Show, and I say, yo, dude, what do I do? And he gave me some software to look at already. Now, it's going to be like any other time, when we were using Google Hangouts, and then we went to live, there was a shit ton of testing just to make sure it, wasn't fucked up. And there's going to be a lot of testing with this new software and see what's free is available. But, I mean, sit there. They let me use it. Then they forced me to upgrade. And then I was like, well, you can't turn off. The thing is, well, you get demo mode. And then if you shut off demo mode, then you can kind of use a little bit of it, you know? And that's what I was doing live. Not only did they force the upgrade, it's another thing is, like, to buy the software as of before this upgrade took place, it was $200. Now it's $5. That's like a car payment. Fuck that.
Holy crap.
Yeah, I can't do that. Sorry. I'm out of business. So we have to go back to Google Hangouts. Joe Cronin Show says he can help. Joe Cronin give you some software. I think some guys using these like channels like Twitch and video game and stuff like that. And I think that's what we're
I think I heard of Twitch.
But yeah, it's like for video game. It's guys who watch World of Warcraft. See my level 90 mage?
Yeah, are you still doing that? You still doing World of Warcraft or?
No, I haven't done it in like a week because I've been too busy. But yeah, when I canceled the show, I went to a World of Warcraft. That was.
I'm surprised you don't do Second Life.
Oh, that's so gay. An ex-girlfriend did that.
I want to like.
I tell you something. I had an ex-girlfriend. I dated a girl before Andy that she sold backgrounds on, and actually made a little money on it for Second Life. I didn't even know what Second Life was until she showed it to me. And it's mostly but she told me it's a bunch of creeps acting out sexual fantasies. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Like
Yeah.
I watched a whole thing about it. Like, and you gotta have like top-notch computers for you to like actually play this game.
Oh, I didn't know that.
God,
I got into it, and it reminded me so much of that PS3 service they had. I just got like right out. I think my character took 2 steps, and now he lives in cyber affinity.
Cyber purgatory.
Tiger purgatory forever. You imagine that? What a horrible feeling. That must be. Who cares?
I know. Yeah, I just kind of picture him just kind of standing there all alone in this Second Life universe.
Yeah.
Tommy C
He's
just
stuck
standing there not knowing what to do. Probably starved to death.
We got a tweet from Harrison Mooney just now. Well, not just now, but I just looked it up. Maybe we should play this. Do you know Harrison Mooney made a music video?
No, I didn't.
Are you familiar? Well, he has just verified, Harrison Mooney and Puck Daddy, he has just verified that the video that I'm about to play is I guess, some of his work, which it was a little tough for me to believe. I'm not terribly sure where he got the idea from. I thought maybe I missed something in the old hockey news. But I have to scroll down because I did not expect to get this tweet back from him. So we're going to have to go over this like right now. Because I'm a guy that works on it. Harrison Movie Close, the writer at Puck Daddy, my mortal enemies, if anybody's listened to a past show. But Mooney wrote me back, and I'll go over it. It's like I just gotta find
there are mortal enemies, but we get most of our news from them.
Yeah, it's true. I don't like Greg Wyshynski. I used to think he was okay, but kind of a dick. But I actually don't like him. And if I met him, I'd be nasty to him. I don't like him. I don't like him personally.
I wish he still lives in Jersey.
What he does? I mean, he lives in Virginia. He lives in the Beltway with all those other reporters that know better for everybody. Yeah. He's a Beltway douche.
Oh, like I said, like he grew up, like he lived like right down the road from where I live now.
He went to St. Joseph's over there, probably. That's what I think.
Could like ran into him like in the supermarket.
Yeah, and kicked him in the nuts. Square nuts. Okay, all right. Harrison Mooney, our friend over at he's not our friend. I don't like him at all. Well, no, I don't hate Harrison.
He's probably the one you could tolerate.
I could tolerate him the most because I think he's like. I think Harrison Mooney is generally. You talk about like how much I can't stand phony liberals. He's probably like not a phony. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think. I think he's honest. Look at this. Here we go. Harrison Mooney with ex-head coach, and he's in there with this like Vietnamese chick singing, I guess a thing off of R. Kelly or I don't know. You gotta hear this. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Good. That's him.
Got me like babe, going hard to the
I think I have them. I don't know.
I'll tell you one thing.
Speech from Miracle up in this room.
This is my favorite R&B song about hockey.
Yeah,
ever.
sure. And yeah, the show's like ridiculous. Wait,
This is definitely my
I tell
top
you
10.
something. He's very young. You know that?
He's probably he looks like he's in like his early 20s. All right, that's
I think he'd be mid-20s. I think maybe he just has he's mid-20s. Yeah, he's a handsome man. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I think he can pull. He kind of pulls off this art. If he wasn't like making a jerk off himself, like deliberately, he kind of pulls this off.
he doesn't have a horrible voice.
No, it just I don't know. You want to like talk to him because he sent me. I wrote him. I was like, look, I want to cover this on the show. I was like, was that really you? I'm not being a wise ass because I send nasty things to him from time to time. And then he just tweeted me back. He said, "That's me, bud." Yeah, 6 hours ago he sent this to me. I finally got back from him. I'll retweet
You
that.
should just tweet him now and see if he wants to come on.
Yeah, fat chance.
Yeah, and drunk Tommy, fucking, it's like giving like a fucking toddler a loaded gun. He says one thing.
No, because if I ask him on, then it was just a setup to have him on. You know what I mean?
You know what? I wouldn't want to. I would like to just have him on just as a guest, not like the other.
Can't have him on because I'm going to badmouth Mooney. I'm going to badmouth the rest of his jacket friends. You know?
Yeah, of course, but he's. He gets it. He knows he's making this song. Clearly, he's making it as a joke.
Yeah, he's making fun of himself. And bringing hockey into it. He's not a terrible hockey writer. None of the guys are terrible writers.
No.
I never said they were bad writers. Never.
I think Ron Lampert likes to be controversial.
Yeah, I think he does. But I don't think he can keep track of his own bullshit half the time, and that's why he comes off like a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I really, he says so many outrageous things, he can't really just even keep them all. So the guy who actually, I don't hate Link, because I think I think Wyshynski's a nasty prick. So that's why. All right, I had enough of this shit. And I had enough of talking about. It's kind of funny to watch him dance around. Like it's kind of like, because we don't see them very often, and they're our mortal enemies. So it's kind of see them like these are good pictures, and I know what they look like now. And like, what's really important about this? I know how I'd last in a fist fight. I definitely could kick Wyshynski's ass. I think Mooney might give me a fight, but I don't think he's the type of person to want to hurt anybody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know you could beat up Ryan Lampert.
Yeah, I know I could beat. Ryan Lampert knows I can beat up Ryan Lampert.
Yeah.
I'm not terribly sure about late.
You would say 3 o'clock at the bike rack, and he wouldn't show up.
He called police.
Yeah. Yeah.
He called police immediately. Oh, I'm fucking around. I call my mom. This guy's gonna beat me up, and the next thing you know, the police are asking me if I threaten to sexually assault him.
Did you ever have those scheduled? You ever been scheduled to fight someone when you were a kid?
Yes.
It's great.
It's so dumb. It's good if you're going as an attraction.
Well, yeah, I've been on both. I've been on both sides of it. As a
oh,
man.
You really? I can't believe it.
Yeah.
Jake Clegg down at the schoolyard, 2 o'clock.
It was 5 o'clock at the lake. Because there was like the woods near our house, and I went there at 5 o'clock and no one was there, and I lived like a minutes away from where this lake was.
Really?
So, and the kid was huge. And I had like
you're
a
not
bunch
small
of
either, though, man.
I don't know why, but I did it very theatrical. Yeah. I got like a bunch of candy from like 7-Eleven.
Uh-huh.
And when I got there, I just threw the bags up in the air, and then I just started fighting.
What?
I don't know why.
We gotta start talking about hockey, but I don't know if I can leave this. Are you kidding me? That's hysterical.
I don't know. It was like an old WWE thing. Just
so you like threw the candy in the air and
I got off my bike.
Started punching.
I had the bags of candy and I just threw them up in the air to everyone, and then I just ran and just fought this kid. His name was Matt Lamella. Dude's like fucking huge.
Yeah, he can kick your ass.
And like I gave him a good fight. He did like.
You lost the fight. Is what you say?
I think I.
You lost.
You know what? I did lose, but
here's how everybody felt when it was over.
You know, but I also, like, the kid got on top of me, and I had one of my other friends take a fucking tree branch and, like, hit him over the back of the head with it.
2-on-1, you didn't even beat him.
Jesus. No, like, he was just there, but, like, the kid was, like, he was, like, on top of me. And my friend just came in. My friend who's almost a fucking psychopath. He was, like, one of my best friends growing up. Like, we were always, like, wrestling and shit. And, like, one day he, like, threw a knife at me and it got stuck in my foot.
These are Jersey stories.
Yeah, definitely. He was a fucking psychopath.
Well, you know, like, I have a friend that
I'll tell you another story.
He had a frog, like a real big bullfrog, and we also, for some reason, the same day found this huge snapping turtle. I mean, like,
yeah,
like over a foot across, like a foot and a half, like long, the whole shell, like from the beginning, it was like a foot and a half. It was huge snapping turtle. It was hugely pissed, and then like he takes the leg of the frog, right, and he sticks it in the mouth of this snapping turtle, which, by the way, could take a finger off, right? And the frog's like had no reaction. Well, I'm sure he had a reaction, but frogs have no facial reactions. Have their legs sawn off, and he did. He just let him saw his leg off. You know, I didn't think anything of that when I was a kid.
I know.
You know, now I see something like that. I'm like, somebody's gonna put this person in jail.
Yeah, I know. That's
I don't want him to shoot anybody.
Like a serial killer.
I didn't think too much of it.
Animals,
I just said I was like, first of all, I just said that's really gross. You know, knock it off.
Yeah.
You know, and then the whole thing was like.
Well, this is also the same friend.
Yeah.
He says to me, "There's one of our female friends. When we were like 13 or something.
Uh-huh.
He says to me, "I'm gonna go hit Danielle over the head with a chair. She's fucking been pissing me off." I said, "Whatever."
Oh
and
my
then,
God! And he did.
I didn't think that he was gonna do it, and I was like, I went inside his house to go grab something to drink. My one friend comes in and he goes, "Mike just hit Danielle over the head with a chair."
You still friends with this guy?
Yeah.
Is he in jail?
No, not yet.
Has he gone to jail?
No.
Like, did he just straighten it out, I guess?
No, I mean, I guess, like, it's just one of those things. He was really into wrestling.
That's a problem. He could have been one of those kids.
Like, we did backyard wrestling.
Yeah.
I mean,
you were one of those kids I was reading about in my 20s that were, like, doing backyard wrestling. And
I got a hockey-related story to him.
Oh, really? What happened?
He's actually
Did he hit somebody over the head with a stick after he told you he was going to do it?
Yes. There was, like, it was, like, after that year and then the next year, like, we were not allowed to play hockey in high school, in our high school anymore.
Oh,
because we were all playing, and you got to know one thing, like, we went to a VOTEC, and the VOTECs are set up the special needs wing, and then there's also the mainstream wing.
Dummy and crazy.
Yeah, I guess so. The mainstream wing. I mean, if you're in VOTEC, you're pretty much, you know, no matter what.
Yeah, you were working.
Chloe got his first goal of the year.
You were going for hands.
So the one kid who was on the mainstream side, because I was in the dummy side.
Yeah.
He pushed my friend and go, you know, with the stick, like, kind of cross-checked him.
Okay.
And they've been going back at it for like a week or two now. He said, "Push me again, see what happens." He pushed him again. And he just took the stick and just started fucking hitting him over the head.
Oh, really? That's pretty cool.
And like, he was not allowed to go. He couldn't, because we had the kid that he hit over the head at the same lunch period.
Yeah.
He was not allowed to go to lunch at that. He couldn't go to gym class anymore that year.
And beating people up.
The thing is, he literally was like my best. He was like a brother to me.
This is funny. The guy I'm talking about with the frog, was really close to me, like really close, but he got out of control in our 20s.
But
you know,
he actually
like going to jail out of control.
When this all was happening, he was living with me. He actually literally lived with me.
Yeah, had a tough home life, huh?
His family got evicted from the house they were living in.
God.
And so like I was going to school. He was suspended for like a week.
Cool.
And he'd be just sitting there chilling because my dad worked nights, just hanging out with my dad as I had to go to school because his family got evicted and he didn't want to stay at the place where his family was staying.
And your parents didn't have a problem with that?
He actually stayed there for a good like 2 months.
No kidding.
And they kind of did, but like, you know, at the same, like, they knew he's always been like my best friend, so
he never like he didn't do anything.
I would sleep over at his house like every other weekend and vice versa. So it's just so like he wasn't allowed to play any. He wasn't allowed to go to gym for the rest of the year. He had to eat lunch in the office. He could have like 3 friends eat with him.
Yeah.
And
because he was crazy.
Yeah.
I hate hockey and I don't like kids.
And he was actually thinking about going to play hockey with me. And I was telling one of my coaches,
Don't
he goes,
guy.
well, can he play? I go, well, I'll tell you one thing. He doesn't take any shit. Fucking goes top or Tuesday on him.
Yeah.
Whoa, so,
you can't do that. Yeah, I'll say.
So, like, the year after, not that year, but the year after that, I think it was put into the curriculum that, we're not going to play hockey anymore.
Oh, Jesus, I think they have. The same guy I'm thinking of, like, I guess we were playing with, like, regular sticks one year in gym class. But, I mean, it just didn't last, I guess. So what they did is they gave him these styrofoam sticks. Like, it was like a plastic, like, PVC bottle. And at the end of it was a styrofoam shaped like sort of a hockey stick, but really thick. So do you remember that Nintendo game Blades of Steel?
Yeah.
Blades of Steel. Cling! You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, one of the best Nintendo games ever.
Yeah, like one of the best Nintendo games ever. And then he was just like, I don't know, I thought it was funny at the time. We were looking at these sticks, right? And he's looking at it, and he takes the thing, and he goes, Blades of Styrofoam! And he you know, because it was popular at the time. It was Blades of Steel. Blades of Styrofoam! And I don't know. I was
my dad
was 9, and I thought that was really funny.
My dad took a guitar, and when he was there, because my dad would just think of these ridiculous songs, he kept on saying to him, "Push me again, see what happens. Push me again, one more time."
God, you really, we didn't know each other, but you're like, it sounds very similar, like how like kind of weird your childhood was and mine.
Yeah, I had a lot of weird friends because I was. I had a friend that called in a bomb threat.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
really?
And this is like during the whole Columbine thing. And like he was a real big troublemaker. I always found a way of myself hanging out with troublemakers, really? And yet I wasn't a troublemaker.
Funny. That was always my problem. They're funny to hang out with.
And he told me, he goes, Jacob, I'm gonna do this bomb threat. I don't think that's a good idea. I was like, honestly, if I were you, I wouldn't even do it. He said, yeah, I won't do it. The next day, we're all being taken off the fucking bus.
Oh, God.
And the fucking dogs are sniffing our bags and stuff.
Did he get caught? They always get caught.
Yeah, he got caught. He got expelled.
It's like, if you call it a bomb threat, it's so easy not to get caught. You just got to, like, cover your ass a little bit.
He left the note.
So you put his... Gotta get get your fingerprints.
They left like a computer printed note, and I think they got fingerprints and stuff.
Of course, they're not screwing around, especially during the Columbine days. There wasn't a time of day where they were like, "All right, well, let this slide now."
all right, you knuckleheads. The boys will be boys.
The boys will be boys. They never really like.
I don't know. I don't know if it's just the area I grew up in.
No, it sounds like my area. Well, it is kind of my area where you grew up, but it's like
I've always just found myself hanging out with those those kids that you shouldn't be hanging out with. And I was a good kid. I didn't get in any trouble. Yeah. Didn't do any drugs. Didn't do anything like that.
That's true. I
was actually in the National Honor Society.
What?
I was in the National Vocational Honor Society.
Yeah, the Vocational Honor Society.
Yeah, that's like a Cable Lakes award. That's like winning an award for the best podcast.
It really is. Best hockey podcast. Actually, I'd be quite proud if we won an award like that.
That would be great. It would be good. Let's just tell people we won awards.
All right. let's get through this dumb show, even though it's pretty good. I have a new thing with the format. I think I think you've just had your subject of the week. Every week comes on, is gonna have their own subject, right?
All right.
And like now, like we did, I'll have one. You have to think one right with that. Have it be hockey related. It could be a hockey story like that though. Yeah.
Oh, like how we can play hockey at my school.
Yeah. Subject, and then we just go on the news and we finish it from there. We took a lot of time up, so I'm gonna maybe keep. I mean, I could bring up my thing next week. Actually, I could save mine for like 2 weeks because it has to do with the stadium series. So yeah, I want you to have a subject. I'm gonna ask you before the show starts. What's your subject? What's your subject? You know, and I think that's a reasonably good idea. Again, folks, if you notice, like we had visual and video and me up on the screen and this shit and that shit and the other shit, it's pretty much gone by the wayside because the program I was using is now $500. So sorry I couldn't do this. If you want to give us a call in, this is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard on there. I'm gonna have to fix that. Fuck. But you can call us on. Oh fuck it, I'll just put me up there. It's good. No, that's screwed up. Nothing works. Nothing I have works. I'm gonna put myself up there. Screw it. I don't care. You can call us at Shot from the Point if you want to, but you're probably not listening because we're not really good at advertising the dumb show.
I threw it in a few rooms, but no one does that. No, they listen to through the week and get about 5 minutes in.
Yeah, I liked your story there. So, yeah, I think it's that time. Action News Philadelphia. Brought to you by. I don't know. Who's it brought to us by?
No hockey at East Brunswick Votech.
East Brunswick Votech. Yeah, this just in. No hockey at East Brunswick Votech. Because there's about. If there's 1 out of 100 psychopaths in regular life, there's 1 in 5 in East Brunswick Votech. That's another reason, because I went to a special school too for.
You did?
Well-behaved. Yeah, I did.
Well,
how do you think we hooked up?
Academy in Edison.
Should I tell it? Should I say what it is?
Yeah,
you know what I'm afraid of? It's not me. I'm afraid to say to school because if somebody ever hears it, and I think the kind of person that are jackasses that listen to this would start maybe prank calling those kids. Although the school burned down a year and a half ago.
What school was it?
I don't want to say because I don't want anybody hurting those kids, or making them feel any worse than they already do.
Was it the one in Edison?
No, Highland Park. But please don't say the name.
I don't even know the name then.
Should I say the name?
Yeah, who cares? No one's gonna kill.
I went to center school in Highland Park.
Oh, that was it. Yeah.
I thought that was you had either a severe learning disability, or you were out of your fucking gourd. There's a lot of guys a friend of mine, Chris Nicholson. Ooh, fight in the Ranger game. Who's fighting? Is that Dorset? We got who the hell is that? Oh, that's from a guy they brought up to the minors to get. That's not Zuccarello? No way. Zuccarello's in a fist fight. Is that him? No, it's not. I thought it was. That would have been some shit. He looks like his hair like Zuccarello. He's wearing number 13. I don't know this guy because I haven't been watching a lot of Ranger games lately. Looks like things are getting hot in Philly. Boy, you gotta give Philly credit, man. Even though if they get their ass kicked and embarrassed, they're always really ready to throw down at any time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you got, and she was Shen, and no, it was a fight, staged fight. It's so horrible today about head injuries. Hey, I haven't been seeing a lot of articles about head injuries lately. I noticed.
Nah, I haven't either.
It's kind of been dying down a little bit. I do. I think they're trying to take our sports away. I do. All right. Let's go over the news. I'm flipping through the stuff right now. If you don't know it by now, the United States and the Canadians did not end up winning the U.S. Or the World Juniors, which is a surprise. Well, I don't know. They haven't won one in a while. They ended up beating Finland over Sweden in a really good game. So that was a little interesting. Ryan Lampert wrote an article on why we, both at the junior level seem to suck on international terms. Slovenia announced their roster. That's big news, right?
Yo,
for the
thank God. I can't name one. Is it?
Yes, you can. Kopitar. He's the only
Kopitar?
guy. I think he's the only guy in the NHL team. I can't believe they made the Olympics.
That's right.
Yeah.
What are
Notable
the
players
odds of winning
from
the gold?
Team Slovenia, Anzi Kopitar, and that's it. I don't think any of these guys are in the minors in North America.
That's right. The fucking St. Petersburg Skies have a lot of players, and all those fucking European elite teams. Who the hell?
Switzerland.
I gotta look up Slovenia's odds on winning the gold.
Oh God.
I might need to.
The Rangers definitely have a better shot at winning the cup. I'll tell you that. And so do the Devils. Jesus. All right. Team Switzerland also announced their boys too. The boys in that look like army knives on ice. Notable players. Jonas Hiller, Anaheim Ducks. He'll be starting. He's a backup over there, right? Rafael Diaz, the Montreal Canadiens. That's a very Swiss name. Roman Yossi.
Yeah.
Rafael. And now, Team Switzerland. And his Rafael Diaz. I didn't know. I assumed he was North American because his name was Diaz. You know?
Yeah.
Roman Josi, Nashville Predators. Mark Streit, Philadelphia Flyers. He'll be joining them. Yannick Weber of the Canucks. Damian Brunner of the New Jersey Devils will be a forward on Team Switzerland. An area of... I live in Europe. If you're first time listening, first time caller, first time listener. And hockey's really growing over here. Wherever I go, like, hockey grows. And when they build a rink, like they did in Woodbridge down the street from my house, I leave the area so I can go populate it other places. Ryan Gardner.
All right. Here's Slovenia's odds on winning the gold.
I actually looked this shit up.
1,001.
Oh God, that'd be a miracle. I think if you bet on that, let's say you put like $20. Hey, I put $20 on Slovenia. You get him, Joey. And then they're like in the final. You'd probably have a heart attack before they actually won. You'd never enjoy that much.
I give Austria in Latvia too. What the hell? Latvia's in...
Latvia's
they're the
like,
bottom three.
Well, we're both talking about like former Russian areas. I mean, these people are practically Russian. And they don't appreciate that shit, but I don't care.
No, I know they're former Russian areas, but like Latvia, I know they've had few players. There was a girl that had like a.
I tell you who was Latvian, but they took it because the Soviets did this. They took him out and said, "Hey, you're Russian now." It was Darius Kasparaitis. What I think was one of the better freaking defensive defensemen I ever saw in my life.
Oh yeah.
And he was also a first class cock.
Darius. Oh God, he hit hard too.
You wanted to, did he play for you guys? Did you have the joy of having him on your team?
No, I don't.
For a little bit. I wonder if he got around to the Devils eventually.
I think he played. It was last season. I think he played for Darius Kasparaitis.
Yeah. He played for you. Yeah, he was pretty
last season. Very briefly, like they picked him up on waivers.
Yeah,
they needed like a tough guy in that lineup.
He wasn't a tough guy. He was just a prick.
Yeah, they needed someone like that.
He just ran his mouth and got his ass kicked if anybody ever got a hold of him. And turtled. You want to get punched. You don't think about him was like he had no... Darius knew exactly who he was. What kind of person he was, what kind of man he was, and he wasn't afraid to be it. And he was a coward. But he didn't care. Oh, God, he was so funny.
So I say, I'd have to go to Vegas. I say if there's any betting, you should go put like $15 on Slovenia.
I think honestly that's a waste of money if it was $1 million to 1. It's $1 million to 1. It was a waste of money.
Let's see, like
I bet the odds are astronomical for Switzerland, and they have a better chance.
Switzerland is 26.
They should. They're actually that's too high. I wouldn't take them over 100. They actually went to the World Championship final this year. They got their ass kicked by Sweden though, but it was a miracle. It's a damn near miracle on ice for them. And then they finally ran into Sweden, and that was the end of that shit. The Sundin sisters took them apart. That was this past summer. Now, you want to hear Want to hear notables on? It's not as many notables. Usually, the Czech team has got a lot of
They had a few KHL players.
solid guys. Yeah, that's the thing. They got a few KHL players. Oh, no, NHL.
They have probably like 3/4 of the Devils roster on the Czech team.
Really? Not really.
Elias, Zidlicki, and Jakub.
Elias not on the team.
Elias made the Czech team.
Not according to this. He did not.
I think he's hurt. Maybe
Oh, no,
that's
he
why.
did. I apologize. Yeah, Elias, Hansel, of course, the great Jaromir Jagr, David Krejci, Boston. Here's a bizarre one. You mentioned this, I think, last week. Peter Nedved. Peter, I spent my whole NHL career holding out. Nedved. He's 42. He's still held out for more money. So I don't know if they're just putting him on here because the team sucks and they want a name. I mean, is he really even that popular over in the Czech Republic? I gotta ask. If I got kicked off my video, I was on a video hockey team on NHL 14, and they're all Czech guys. I gotta ask them if they even like him. They seem to be all Jagr guys to me. Peter Nedved held out.
You know what I know? Like a lot of the Europeans, they like somebody was telling me. I was talking to somebody in some chat room, and they were telling me they're from Finland.
Yeah.
Either Finland or Sweden. I don't. I'm American, so everything's the same.
Yeah.
No.
How's about Votech coming through? Go ahead.
So they were saying that they only get to see like last year it was Atlantic Division games.
Oh God! Somebody was telling me that.
Maybe it was me.
Yeah. I don't think that's true anymore, because I play with a lot of them over here, and I got messages in my toolbox waiting for them. Also, Troy sent me a message. He actually he drilled me a new asshole in fantasy this week.
Wow.
I mean, I don't think I even set up the team for last day. It's like 100. It was damn near 100-point difference by the end of the week. I mean, my ass hurts. Hurts.
Wow.
Hurts. All right. What did I see interesting in this? Yeah, talking about trading Girardi, New York Rangers.
Really?
Yeah, I think because his contract runs out, so it's better to move him. And they don't know if they can re-sign him. And let me tell you something. There isn't a team that wouldn't want to have him. And this is the problem with the you know what? They shouldn't have got rid of Tortorella.
Nah.
And I don't care that they're playing a little better. Like, well, Nash seems like he's coming on right now. Well, that's the thing. If Nash comes on, they're gonna, then it's no big deal. Then it's fine. It just took that long to adjust. But here's the reason. They were told at the beginning of last season, and unfortunately it was a lockout, they got a win now situation because everybody's up for a new contract, right? And they didn't win last year. In fact, they sucked for whatever reason. You could blame the lockout. They sucked. So they decided to blame it all on John Tortorella, which wasn't really the case. But as your buddy Edward Flinger, he may have lost respect back in the locker room, in which case they probably had to get rid of him. But assuming he didn't lose respect by the players in the locker room, assuming, okay, that wasn't the case. Well, the Rangers are moving the puck. I'm watching right now. I should call it a damn game. They're moving the puck well. I'm watching them now.
I'm watching the Devils game.
Yeah.
Brian Clough got his first of the year finally.
Oh, God, he's playing again?
He was hurt.
Yeah, I know. Like all season, Brian Clough. Great player, by the way. Tough guy. Love him. Just wish he would have stayed in New York. We suck. So the Devils. Anyway, what was I talking about? They got rid of Tortorella this year. They bring this new coach in that's injecting this new style of play. That, who knows? Maybe he's catching on now. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. But it's, even if they, like, let's say they have a good run in the playoffs this year by some fucking miracle on ice. They have to, everybody's gone except for, like, Nash. I know they re-signed Lundqvist earlier, but like, why is Girardi going to want to stick around? And I tell you something. Watch the Winter Classic in 2012. Look at that hockey team. Look at the way it's built. It's a goddamn machine, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you don't even. It's only 2 years ago. You don't even recognize this team.
You know, I remember it was a few weeks ago. Actually, Alain Vigneault actually said after a loss, this team is not built for my style of play.
Who said that?
Your coach.
Oh, after we beat his ass?
No, your coach.
Oh,
Alain Vigneault.
Oh, Vigneault said that about the Rangers. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, I mean, that's why I think he sucks, and maybe Tortorella sucks for the same reason. You got to use the pawns you have. And if your pawns are good skaters, I think you have to have a good skating thing. I think it depends on the type of players that you have. And he plays an open style. I mean, he had the Sundins. They're really good. Big of douches they are. Oh, man. Stick work. Dirty, 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 filthy roll. Goal by Chris Kreider. Stinking dirty.
I can't believe Chris Kreider is technically a rookie.
Yeah, because he only played a little bit this year and last year. He's actually up for the damn thing. But Hurdle's probably going to get it, even though he got hurt. He's probably done for the season. Thomas Hurdle. We didn't cover that because we were gone. He's done. Yeah. I had to cut him off my fantasy team. Thanks, Tom. Mikko Koivu is going to miss a month. And look like he might make Stoschi over for Finland. Mikko Koivu, top scorer of the Minnesota Wild, the team we absolutely never talk about. Jamie Benn was a surprise addition to the Olympic roster, Canadian roster. That's a big surprise. Jamie Benn. It sound like yeah. That's the thing. They added this kid. He plays with Sagan over there in Dallas, and he made a team. And St. Louis didn't. We'll get into that. Taylor Myers gets 3-game suspension. This happened, of course, the week we're off for lifting off into Zubrus's head. That wasn't very nice of him. That was mean. You shouldn't do that.
And then Zubrus got a penalty for retaliation.
I don't know. I'm not going to shit in his cereal there. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I was trying to see if I could get Shanahan up here. You want to listen to Shanahan drone on?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not? Oh, Jesus Christ. Here he is. Right, Shanahan. Here he is. Shanahan.
Saturday night in Buffalo.
Wait a minute. That's Brian Leach. And this isn't loud enough. Saturday night in Buffalo. Listen if you can. I don't think it's loud enough, but go ahead.
Defenseman Tyler Myers.
Can you even hear that?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Of New Jersey forward Dinas Zubrus. As the video shows, Myers steps up defensively as Zubrus and a teammate are executing a tight give and go while entering the Buffalo zone during a New Jersey power play. Just as Zubrus makes his return pass, Myers unnecessarily extends upward and launches himself into Zubrus's head, making it the main point of contact. This is an illegal check to the head.
It's an illegal check to the head.
Until just before impact, Myers is in position to make a legal, full-body check on Zubrus, who is eligible to be checked. However, rather than remaining in an athletic position,
I don't know. I'm trying to figure. Is that Brian Leach? I'm kind of like I'm losing control of the show here because I'm fascinated. Is that Brian Leach? You think?
I don't know. I don't know.
Or shoulder.
I think I'm just gonna. I don't care what happened.
I
don't care what happened to Zubrus.
Shanahan.
I'm
fast forwarding.
Myers has been suspended once before for boarding during his 5-season NHL career. The Department of Player Safety has suspended Tyler Myers for 3 games.
Judgment served. Boom.
Shanahan.
I wish they would do that. That would be at least funny. Who was that? It's so obnoxious.
Saturday night in Tyler
Myers. I'm guessing it's Shanahan, or I'm guessing it's Brian Leach. I would know that voice. I think I would, right?
Yeah, it doesn't sound like Shanahan.
It's definitely not Shanahan. I know, because he's not going like this. Wednesday in Toronto. He didn't sound like he just did a freaking handful of Percocets. Shanahan. I used to love him. You know, he started acting normal when he was going to the Hall of Fame. I noticed that. When he's interviewed by the media at his job, I think that's like his way to be a professional. This is his way to be professional. We are looking into the situation. We at the Player Safety Committee, we take things seriously, like injuries to the head. I was a player myself and what have you. And then when you saw him, when he's going to the Hall of Fame, he was like, yeah, I remember that time I dropped the mitts with such and such, like the Shanahan that I like.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's just like that is boring.
It seems like the way he talks about it seems like
he's on drugs.
Have to make another video.
Yeah, it is. It's bizarre. It's like he's on drugs.
Yeah. Like, it seems like he doesn't want to do it. He just has to.
I think that's his weird, because, you know, he didn't have to do anything growing up, like educational. He just had to win hockey games, and he was really good at that, you know. and now he's like in the business world, and he has to like kind of like fake it. And that like to
That's
him,
what I'm saying. It's kind of
it's
it's boring to him, probably. You know,
I
he's
don't
sitting
think
there
so.
and think about it. He's not too far removed from the game.
There's
And he has to sit there and give penalties to players he shared the ice with. And,
yeah, some of them.
And take money out of their pocket.
Yeah, I mean, he played against Brian Getzlaff and Martin Hansel.
Yeah,
You know?
he's played against these guys. And,
Played against these
let's face it, there's a few players that absolutely can't stand each other. But other than that, when they're off the ice, they're all cool with each other.
I heard that there was rumors that he was trying to worm his way into Calgary. He hates his job. And we always have this conspiracy theory that he doesn't even make these calls. Because
I don't think he does. I think
historically, they're based
I think he's
on
being put out there like a puppet.
the media makes these calls. You get more. The better your skill set is on the ice, the less games you get. Your repeat offender status is irrelevant. Fuck. If you're really, really good at hockey, like Rick Nash, you might not get suspended at all. And then they'll make a video
what would happen
telling you why you didn't get suspended. You know?
Crosby loses his shit and goes Todd Bertuzzi on someone.
They will find every reason to keep him in the league.
Yeah.
If he broke somebody's neck,
okay,
he's getting suspended.
Alexander Ovechkin goes crazy and goes Todd Bertuzzi on Crosby. There we go.
He broke somebody's
Star
neck.
player
I don't know.
on
See, the
star
Todd
player.
Bertuzzi thing, I think that might even... I don't know. I think it would definitely clip Ovechkin's wings, but I don't know about Crosby because I think they believe that the whole league is built around Crosby, and it isn't. He's not that popular. He's not even that well respected. Not by the fans of the other players. He is very good, and he's one of the better players of his generation, but he is not one of the best players that ever lived.
Yeah, he doesn't have the respect that like a Gretzky
He is
or
the
even a
best
Mario
player
Lemieux.
of his generation right now. You know,
Yeah.
unless Oldie, who's had a pretty good season himself, starts doing something really amazing. You know, both of them pushing 30 now. Let's you want to really get sick?
Yeah.
here's the forwards for Team Canada. Logan Couture, I think he's hurt. Sidney Crosby, Matt Duchene having a great season. Ryan Getzlaff, Corey Perry, Patrick Sharp, Jesus, Jonathan Toews, Jonathan Tavares. Steve Stamkos made the team, and he can't even play. You know, and I have to bring this up now. So, old Stevie Yzerman over there in Tampa Bay, the Tampa Bay Lightning, having a pretty good season this year there, Jake. You haven't noticed? Tampa Bay Lightning, good team.
Yeah, they have been.
Good hockey team. It's ridiculous having one in Florida. Good hockey team.
You don't even pay attention. It's like we don't even pay attention to them.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
got to
what
look at
Chicago
them.
does,
Well, they're only team. They're one of 2-3 teams that are worth a shit in the Eastern Conference. That being those badass Boston Bruins, Lightning, pretty good team, and the Penguins, which we won't talk about because I hate them.
Yeah, and they're just the Penguins, and blah blah blah. League loves them. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve loves Crosby. Yeah, pretty good team. All right, going back to the thing. The Jay Bowmister, Dan Boyle, Jim Dowdy, Keith Duncan, Alex Pellegrino, Shea Weber. Those are the defense for the goddamn... Well, who do you go with here for the goalies for Team Canada? Luongo or Price?
Ooh.
There's a tough decision. Schneider. I take Schneider, who did make the team.
He's American Schneider.
No, he's not. He's not. He's Canadian. He's actually Swiss. You know that?
Well,
Did you know that?
He's
ethnically...
from America. He's from Connecticut.
No. He's American?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, but he's ethnically Swiss. That's it. I thought he was half Canadian.
That's like saying, oh yeah, Tommy would have to play for the Irish team.
No, but he has connections. He speaks German. Did you know that?
Maybe.
Schneider speaks German.
Okay.
Yeah, he has connections to Switzerland somehow. I think he has Swiss. Look on Wikipedia right now. That's your job, goddamn. Do it over there. He's got Swiss citizenship.
All right.
But I think because he played for Team USA as a junior, he's got to play for Team USA. I think that's it. So go look him up there, stat man. Stat boy, get to work.
All right, I'm looking him up. I'm telling you.
Get to work.
Stab.
He's half Swiss.
If you ever see the show Shameless,
First of all, his name's Schneider, so there's a pretty good chance he's Swiss or German or Austrian. Get to work.
There's people in America named Schneider.
I know that, but I looked it up in Reddit, you jackass.
He
I'm
went
not
to
saying that
Boston College. Is
Chris Knutz didn't make the team here in Team Canada.
Let's see. Schneider was a blah blah blah. No, first appearance.
Oh, these are locks. These aren't even the final fucking. Everybody just forget what I just read. This was not the actual roster, but it was probably pretty close to it.
Nothing about. Oh wait.
F you.
Oh wait.
Oh wait.
Schneider as
He has dual
represented the
citizenship, like my
United
daughter.
States, various junior levels. Early in his career, he won gold medals.
Yeah.
2003, under 18, respectively. He later competed in the 2000, finishing his fourth United States due to his Swiss ancestry. Schneider also holds Swiss citizenship.
And that's good citizenship to have, because they don't let anybody in their country over there.
Well, you literally got to be grandfathered in.
Yeah. I'm going to say something.
I think
I live there. Yeah, and the thing is, like, the only way you immigrate there is if you're rich. You know who they allow in? Immigrants that are rich.
Huh.
Yeah, if you're filthy rich, they'll let you move there. You can probably buy your way in. That is the country to live in. It is a paradise on earth.
He's born in he's from Marble. He was born in Marblehead, Massachusetts.
Marblemouth, Massachusetts. Yeah, I parked the car in the yard. Marblemouth, Massachusetts. Go down the street.
He's a year younger than me.
You'll find the car down the street. You don't know, just ask the retarded kid. He gives directions. If you're going eastbound, listen to him. If you're going westbound, go the other way. Because he doesn't know which direction he's pointing. The retarded kid. Marblemouth, Massachusetts. Era.
Yep, from Marblemouth.
Ich bin ein Berliner. The Kennedys.
Suck
Good
my
president,
cock.
Ted Kennedy. He drowned that girl. Good senator. He drowned the girl, but he was a good senator. Yeah, I know. Probably drunk.
There's a ventriloquist comic, Otto and George. He does a joke around when JFK Jr. His plane crashed.
Yeah.
He goes, yeah, JFK Jr. His plane crashed. He goes, yeah, I thought they drowned their women one at a time, the Kennedys.
That's horrible. That's a long time ago.
Then another joke he has, he goes, the Kennedy have killed more women than breast cancer.
Yeah, they're looking forward here to the young JFK Jr. being president. Had potential. But, the Kennedys, little bit of the drink there. Little bit of the drink.
Fucking criminals.
Crashing cars and crashing planes. It's not good for women's health.
Oh.
Era.
Get Joe and Troy on here now.
Hold on. I don't hate the Kennedys. I don't particularly like them. Probably mostly because they're Democrats. So, I'm trying to. He may have a show going on now.
I don't know. I was talking to him. How many shows does he do?
Like 3 on a week and a good thing. Yeah, the Caulfield
It's
anyway.
like Dave and Kira.
He quit. Dave's out. We beat him. We destroyed him. You're gone.
We should ask him if he wants to come.
Point, bitch, slap.
We should ask him to come back on.
You want to?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we're just gonna make fun of him.
No, just be nice.
Why would you want to do? Have you been talking to him? I wish you have.
No.
Yeah.
No.
He quit. He's a coward. He got out. He didn't want to compete. He's a bitch. I beat him.
You beat a disabled veteran who's
Yeah. It's funny. Yeah, because that's how it's gonna end up. That's the only place to go left. But I did everything I could tell. I wanted him to come with me.
Yeah.
No problem. Couldn't come with me. You know why I beat him? Because I'm still doing it and nobody's listening. He's not still doing it and nobody's listening.
Yeah, did you really win?
Era. Fuck the retarded kid. Down the street, I tell you just where to go.
Yeah.
But make sure you're walking up the eastbound side of the road. because he's always going to point to the right and use his right arm. If you're on the westbound side, just go the opposite way, he tells you. The retarded kid over in Marble Mouth, Massachusetts. Hey, let me tell you something, too. You know what makes me laugh every time I see Corey Schneider? He's a huge Mike Richter fan, and that's why he wears 35. And it's just funny to see that in a Devil uniform.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Say bye, Richter. Mike Richter. Now from Pennsylvania. Should have been on the Bruins. Mike Richter. Yeah. All right, here's Finland. Kerry Lettinen, Antti Niederman, Tuukka Rask. That is their goalies. Holy Christmas.
Tuukka Rask is that?
Rask? You know Rask was Finnish?
Yeah.
Because he speaks really good English.
Mm-hmm.
Lettinen, Niemi, and Rask. Those are like the top 3 goalies. Like in the last couple months. Oh. Other notables.
I bet they wish they could trade a goalie for some players.
Yeah.
I'm not confident with America's goalies. I don't know why.
We'll get in there quick. Let me do this. Sammy Salo. I'm gonna do the news here, man. Kimmo Timonen. Another notables. Olli Jokinen. Mikko Koivu. The other Koivu that's not hurt. No relation.
No relation to Sacco?
What's that?
No relation to Sacco Koivu?
I don't think he's related. I don't want to. You can look that up, but I'm not sure. Teemu Selanne. Great Teemu. I love that Teemu Selanne. Yeah. See what his stats are. Is he actually producing over there? Or is he just, on the wave train? Logan Couture, expected to be out and sidelined 3 to 4 weeks after hand surgery. High five.
No pun intended.
High five. High five, Logan Couture. After hand surgery. Let's check out Sweden's roster. Swedish meatballs, baby. Mm-hmm. I dig those Swedish meatballs. Yeah. Yes, I do. Yeah.
Oh, the buffalo corn.
Here he is.
Chicken in the bucket. There's chicken in the bucket. Get a bit of work to do. In the oven. Put it in the oven. In the go, give it a blow. Jonas Sundroth. Jonas Gustafsson. Jon Eriksson. Nicholas Hamilton. Eric Colson. Get a text message, Larry Carlson. Daniel Upperton. Nicholas Backstrom. And Nico Kronwall. Henrik Zetterberg. And Henrik Lundqvist. Sticking a mugging root. Yeah.
Hooty.
Team Sweden.
Oh, the buffalo corn. Stick it in the bucket. Stick it in the bucket.
Eric Colson.
And all their furniture you can assemble with an Allen wrench. They're horse meatballs.
Horse meatballs. I don't know if it's Swedish. Thing. Oh yeah.
Well, they got in trouble because they had somewhere in Europe they had horse meat in their meatballs or something. So.
Some parts of Europe they eat horse meat. It's not a big deal.
Yeah, no, in France they do.
They do? Oh, it's gross.
Yeah.
My father used to tell me that Wendy's was made of horse meat and try to make me sick because he hated.
Everybody used to say that about every place ever.
White Castle was rat meat.
Yeah.
But that's believable.
Yeah, there's.
Could it really be so shocking if there was something other than cow in a White Castle burger? No, it wouldn't.
I don't know. Like McDonald's.
You do that, you go to the box,
Yeah.
2 minutes by yourself,
by
and
yourself.
you feel
Feel
shame,
Yeah, that's Marty last night because he wasn't playing. Corey Schneider was.
That's right.
That's right. Here's Russians team. They're spooky. Team Russia. First of all, you have a nice goalie selection. Sergei Bobrovsky, who won the Vezina Trophy, who's not having a great season. And then Seaman Vlarnov, who might punch your girlfriend in the mouth if she gives him some shit.
I like that meme you posted. I asked for a white
it's
Peter
great.
for Christmas.
I got a Vlarnov jersey.
I got a Vlarnov jersey.
Vlarnov might punch you in the mouth. If he will keep, he keeps Vlarnov keeps the goal out of the net.
Vlarnov, I am not allowed to go near women's hockey team. Because I will take Kim Granado and drag her hair around.
That's allowed to go through. I wish I could do the Russian accent.
Yes.
Sergei Varlamov. He will keep the puck out of your net and your bitch in check. Sergei Varlamov. Having a tough time. Might be going to jail. Not for kidnapping. Boy, Troy called that one. He was like, this is ridiculous. I mean, like, he's like, this is dumb.
There was another meme around Halloween. He goes, you know, Halloween's around that because that's when it happened. Because Halloween's around the time where, you know, a creepy guy, like some guy in a hockey mask goes around hurting women. But this time it happens in Colorado. Said something like that.
Hey, here's the Amnesiov from the Jackets, former Ranger. Pavel Datsuk, New Jersey forward Ilya Kovalchuk. Oops!
Shut up.
Sorry. Now he's playing for SKA of the KHL. He's playing for Ska.
Yeah.
Like your cousin's band. That's a cousin band.
That's right. Have fun figure skating in your All-Star game.
Evgeny Malkin, Alexander Ovechkin, Valery Nukashnukin, Alexander Popov. Here's the name we haven't heard in a while. He plays for Ska too, but it's CKA. Alexander Radulov likes to hit his coach with hockey sticks, stay out too late, blow it in the playoffs to the Predators. 2012. Alexander Radulov. Victor T. I don't know.
I'm surprised. Brizgalov didn't make it.
Was that a joke?
Kind of.
Of course not. He played for them in the World Champions last year. They didn't win. Is he even playing? Is he starting in net in Edmonton still?
I haven't heard.
I've lost track of
You know
him.
what? I haven't heard anything, and I guess I'm going to take that as a no.
He sucks. You know what the thing is? They're spooky, even with the KHL guys, because you know these KHL guys, like Kovalchuk and Radulov. These guys are good, you know. But they're head cases, like a lot of Russian players. That's why they're playing in the KHL and not in the National Hockey League. You know, like Kovalchuk, retired. The other thing is, I'm looking at their Evgeny Medvedev, Nikita Nukin, whatever his name is. His brother's going to be on the team. He plays for the Akabars. Fedor Tutin. I mean, there's got solid. Nobody really scares me on defense. But, you know,
the Russians never really have.
Yeah,
the Russians always have good forwards and decent goals.
Konstantinov and Fetisov, they were great defensemen. You know, God, longtime New Jersey Devil, Sergei Fetisov. Yeah. Came over the wall, helped the Devils out. But he wasn't on the 95 team, though.
He was actually he was the first. Actually, the New Jersey Devils are responsible for bringing the Russian players into the NHL.
The first one. The first guy they brought over, I think, kind of sucked. But Fetisov was good. Fetisov to Konstantinov. He shoots, he scores! Oh, boy! The Devils...
How did that not go in?
No, that was it. The Devils just traded away Brendan Shanahan, Pat Verbeek, and every prospect till 1999. But we got Fetisov.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you think about Giroux getting snubbed?
I mean, he wasn't having a good year.
No.
But I don't know. There's a few players that were like, you know, Bobby Ryan. That's been the big thing.
Yeah, I don't care.
I think Americans are. I don't like the goaltending.
Yeah, we gotta get in there because I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not there
We're
yet.
getting there.
Well, my girlfriend said the same thing about Giroux. She's like, that's really too bad. He sucks. You know, he sucks this year. It's like Giroux said. He said he's only 26. Hey, do you want to see who the all-time snub team is? We could talk about this. They've talked about them. Here's the big names that got shit canned. I said Logan Couture was on Team Canada before. I was wrong. He got cut. I apologize. I'm a bad guy. talk about guys we do know. Logan Couture. I think he's hurt. Claude Giroux, he's not having a good year. They weren't willing to gamble on him. But, you know, I think this is just going to be the bad Claude Giroux year. Taylor Hall got cut from Canada. That's no surprise. Edmonton sucks, and he's part of the reason. Patrick Hornqvist got cut from Sweden. Yeah, it's a tough team to make. Kyle Oposo, people are talking about him not making it. I didn't really think he was in the running for it. I mean, he's a good player for Team USA, of course. And, of course, the big one is Bobby Ryan. Alexander Semin in Russia, he got cut. You know why? Because Alexander Semin is not a tough player, and he's not a game-time player, even though he's like filled with lots of talent.
Yeah.
Semin's actually one of the more talented guys in the league.
Semin gives up, though.
Yeah, he's a quitter.
A lot of those Russian players do.
And apparently they know that over in Russia, that he's a quitter.
Even, like, you even see sometimes Ovechkin just give up on a play. There was one of those memes that shows they show Ovechkin like not even skating back for a goal, and then it just shows
Semin and him back checking. No, do your Russian accent. Pretend you're Alexander.
Yes, the defense just they're going into the zone. I just need to take a break.
Well, do you back check Alexander Semin?
Oh no, I don't back check. I have to stay on the line and cherry pick.
Is that what you say in America? You pick the cherries?
Oh yes, we got to pick the cherries. Yes. In Russia, it's. I don't know anything that grows in Russia, so it just.
I stay in Carolina and hide.
Yeah,
Nobody watches them.
No. In Russia, we call that holding place in breadline. Yes.
Thank you, Alex. Thanks for being here. Eric Stahl got cut for Canada. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Some people are making a big deal about Corey Schneider.
It really is.
Guys like
that really
isn't, like 100
that really isn't a big deal.
What was that?
It's not a big deal. Oh my God, we're gonna lose. They just blew it. They cut Schneider.
Yeah. I mean, he's. I would say maybe the next Olympics he would be there.
Yeah, maybe. Corey's got talent. I believe him. I know he's had a rough season, but I believe in him because he wears number 35 to embarrass all the Devil fans. Play by Ricker!
You know what? I got up Billy Eperscolov's numbers. Here are his numbers.
Yeah. Is he playing
3,
right now?
6, and 2.
6 and 2.
3.20 goals against average. And a .905 save percentage.
My
Here's
defense
the
in front
allowed
of me
4
sucks.
goals on 29 shots in Tuesday's home loss to the Blues. He's horrible again.
I think those are better numbers than he had in Philadelphia, though. Oh, Jesus, how long have we been on? Let's check.
Yeah.
Hour and 7 minutes, not that long.
Yeah,
I don't know, like, this Google Hangouts thing's a lot easier because I don't have to look and do anything. It's funny. Maybe we should just keep doing it.
Does anyone listen to us in there?
No. You have to wait. This
know.
epic show is going to have to be on demand. I think it's damn good.
Well, I was listening to it live on accident. So it is coming in live.
Dan Boyle got cut from Canada. Sergei Gonchar. He's kind of done. Victor Hedman got cut from Sweden. That's a little bizarre. He's very well liked up there, but he didn't make it. Goalies. Ben Bishop.
I'll have to do it next season.
Why? What do you get cut from the land of giants?
Ben Bishop.
Ben Bishop and Zdeno Chara. Yeah. Why did the team on the beanstalk that goes on up the beanstalk from Jack and the Beanstalk not make it? Okay.
Ben Bishop.
Zdeno Chara.
Well,
Chara did he make any team?
Oh,
Zdeno Chara did.
Of course. I don't know. I don't even know. Is Slovakia even in it? I don't even think they're in it.
No, I don't even think I saw Slovakia.
I think they didn't make it. You got to remember, you got to make it with all your real amateur players in the Olympics. But then the pros come to take the fucking spot you earned.
All right, thanks for holding down the fort, kids.
Yeah. It's like, hey, great job, guys. You've just put your Team USA in a fantastic position to your hard work has put Team USA in a position to make the Olympics. Go back to the minors.
That's right. We got it from here. Thanks.
Yeah, we'll take it from here. Here comes Patrick Kane.
Oh, not me. I'm not going to Russia. I should go to Russia. I don't like gays either.
I told you about a customer of mine was telling me he actually went to school with Ben Bishop.
I knew him.
You said everybody's scoping on him all the time, right?
No, he said he worked at the ice rink where he played, and he's American.
Yeah.
And
He got cut from Team USA. He'd make it. That's Corey Schneider. And Corey Crawford, who's struggled somewhat and hurt my fantasy team of late by being hurt and not playing that well, statistically, even though his team is awesome. His team's awesome, but he's not so awesome. I think he was the weakest player in that Stanley Cup team. How do you like that?
Yeah, go glove side on Corey Crawford.
Look, maybe, I don't know, the Chicago Blackhawks is the greatest team with the worst goalie ever.
Yeah.
Future dynasty, lousy goalie. That's how good we are. Eat it.
Like if Corey Crawford played on like...
I got to be honest with you. If you don't listen to one of our shows this year, this is the one.
You know what's funny? They're just talking about Ben Bishop. Ben Bishop's number 2 in the league in goals against average.
He's never what? Oh God.
He's number 2 in the league.
He's never what in the league? What do you mean?
Number 2 in the league in goals against average.
He's number 2 right now.
Yeah.
And he got cut from Team USA. All right, who's on? All right, you talking about? Now we're there. Who's on? Who are the goalies for Team USA?
You have Ryan Miller.
Mr.
Jonathan
American.
Quick.
Yeah, I'm okay
Jimmy
with
Howard.
that. I'm okay with Jonathan Quick, unless he's not playing. Unless it's not October, because he's goofy early on.
I don't know. It's just I just feel that
Maybe he's not his injury.
Yeah, his injury that could play a part. I'm surprised they're gonna let him go if he's just coming off an injury.
After the way he played last year, after starting a year off shitty, and after starting this year and then turning it around and then winning the Stanley Cup 2 years ago.
Jimmy Howard, I think, is good, but I don't think he's. Ryan Miller, I think his best days are. Well, he's playing in Buffalo.
Yeah, that's tough to tell with Miller. He needs to get out of there. Like somebody I know needs to get an STD check. Not saying any names. Not saying any names. Nah, I'm not crazy, Betty. I'm okay with Quick, but Miller and who else backing up? Miller and who else?
Jimmy Howard.
I'm okay with Howard. I think Howard's I don't know why they're shaky about him. I like Howard. And did you see those weird things he was doing, Jimmy Howard, when he was during the Winter Classic?
Nah.
He was just doing this. He was doing this thing like this. I got to visually do it. It's like this back and forth thing with his hands. It's totally bizarre. If you're watching YouTube, you probably can see me do it. Oh, hey, it's Isaiah. I never read this. I never read what people post. It's Skittles from Xbox. Isaiah Moore. What's up, buddy? He's listening to the show.
What's up, Skittles?
What's up, man? He's an Englishman who loves the game of hockey and can't stand the game
like Steve
of
Thomas.
European football. Thomas?
Steve Thomas.
He wasn't English. He had an English accent, right?
Yeah, he played for the Islanders and the Devils. He had a few good years.
But he had like an accent. I think he wasn't like actually English or something.
No, he was born in England. He was like one of the few players to be born in England that like.
Really? But he was like Canadian English or something, right?
I don't know. I gotta look up Steve Thomas.
I forgot about him. To be honest, I remember he had a big nose.
Yeah.
He had a real big nose, like Hunter over in Vancouver, who's got the
one
most epic nose in hockey history.
Ugly ass guy.
Yeah.
He's born in England.
Tim Hunter, ugliest guy in history. Yeah. Tim Hunter.
Let's see.
Ugly guy. Ugly guy. Hey, what do you think of like telling Martin Louis, like, all right, your general manager is Stevie Weiserman, and we touched on this, and then he tells Martin St. Louis, hey, you're good enough for the thanks for winning that award last year. What award did Louis win last year? Most assists or something like that?
I think so.
Okay. good job, great job. But as for Team Canada, I'm your boss. I'm your GM, but I'm also the GM of Team Canada, and you're good enough for the Lightning, but not for Team Canada. Sorry, buddy. Couldn't get
You know what? He might be looking at the long term for him because
maybe keeping him off.
He's coming off that injury.
What?
And
oh my God, was that Lundqvist? Who's in net for the Rangers tonight? They're up 4-0. I shouldn't complain. Yeah, Lundqvist in net. He's got an old King pitching his shutout right now. My man, the King.
Oh, come on. He's far from the King.
King in New York. Oh, let me tell you something. That guy's good looking, probably has a huge cock, and guards that net, and he's King in New York. That's what he is. That's what they're talking about. He's king. He's good looking. He's rich, and he does something that a few people can do. Oh, wait a minute. One person can do in all of New York, and there's very few things in New York that only one person can do.
What's that?
Play goalie for the New York Rangers.
King's got rings. That's all I gotta say.
That's cute. NHL selling out more arenas than the National Basketball League. Don't know if you caught that.
Why is that such a surprise? I saw that.
Well, it's not.
Basketball
historically,
is just so
the NHL gets their ass kicked by them.
I mean, I could see like in LA and in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, the Knicks are horrible right now, but you still go into that stadium and you're still $500 for like a cheap seat.
Sure.
So, but I mean, I'm surprised. I was surprised that it's taking this long because they say in America, hockey's the hockey out of the big four sports, hockey's number 4.
Yeah.
And the way hockey,
you know what it is? Hockey's not number. It is number 4. It's just it's not number 4 to you.
It's not number 4 to me.
That's the problem. You live in another fucking stratosphere. Your worldview is hockey's like the biggest thing ever, and a few of your friends know, and then you do this hockey show. But that's not the rest of the planet. You know what I mean?
Like I know in my world, I know it's like right in football.
You like football. You even like baseball, but there's nothing like the hockey. All right, guess what? Flip the script. That's like the least liked sport. Period. But it's starting to change because you know why? It's like Dennis Miller said on Bill O'Reilly recently. You know what he said? He said the last men in the universe are the men in the National Hockey League, and I think that's what's going on. So I think as we pussify other sports like football and stuff, people are like, hey, those guys are badasses.
You know what? And the hockey players, the thing is, they're generally nice guys, like to fans.
Yeah.
Like you see that one kid of that's playing for the one player waves to the kid and the kid gets all excited.
Yeah.
You see a picture online.
I want you to remember that you said that.
Yeah.
Because something came up today about that. Ted Nolan, let me get through the news here. Ted Nolan, everybody's a racist, Ted Nolan. Everybody's a racist, Ted Nolan. He looks like he's going to survive. Going to lose his interim coach tag.
Yeah,
they actually have turned it around over there in Buffalo. He's guy's a good coach. He's just like weird. He's a weird guy, that Ted Nolan.
Yeah.
My racist Ted.
The Buffalo jockey.
No, you're not racist. You got in a fight with a coach. That's what happened.
Yeah, I hate when people cry.
He's a good
racism.
coach. All right. You say, oh, that's racist. Okay, I'm a drunk. In fact, I started the show 2 hours late because I have an alcohol problem. Yeah. So, and that's actually true. I don't think you going home. I'm actually drinking.
Yeah, it's an Irish American.
It's not a stereotype.
Irish American.
It's a fact.
All you need is 8 more kids, and
Yes, you need 8 more kids. Ira, get over here, Marcy. I'll punch you in the mouth.
It's a few of them named Tommy. Sean spelled S-C-A-N.
Don't give it to me. This is the kind of show we do. We goof. You want to fucking straight F bullshit? We're politically correct. Go watch ESPN. Well, listen.
Yeah.
Wade Redden hangs it up after 14 years in the NHL. The guy who was picked up by the New York Rangers. One of the biggest contracts and probably the worst signings in history. And Wade Redden sent him to Hartford. Never complained, never whined, never bitched. Then he got out of hockey hell. They let him, I guess when they let everybody out of their contract or bought out their contract, New York Rangers, because Glenn Slater's a terrible general manager. And Redden bounced from St. Louis to Boston. To Boston! Yeah. And he finally hung it up. That's Wayne Redden. Worst contract signing in Ranger history. But terribly good guy. Hate to see his career end like that. Second overall pick, 1998.
It happens. Look at Scott Gomez,
Yeah, what happened to him? He's one of the best players in the league for a while.
Former Rookie of the Year, and now he's just barely looking for a job every season.
It's on the Rangers. I remember I thought it was a big pickup when we got him. Yeah, Scott Gomez. He's good, New Jersey. He's good. Did he win a Stanley Cup in 2002? 3? Whatever it was.
Yep, he did.
Yeah. We're getting Scott Gomez. Didn't go that well. Did it, Jake?
No. There was somebody was telling me a story when he went 100. He went something like a full season without scoring a goal.
Yeah.
And when and when he was playing for Montreal, they actually had like birthday hats on the 1 year anniversary of when he scored his last goal. And every time he touched the puck, they would sing "Happy Birthday" to him.
Speaking of former New Jersey Devil player, Brian Rafalski plays like in the old timers game over there in Detroit. All of a sudden, he starts realizing his wife doesn't look as good anymore, and he misses the game and his friends, and he signs a contract in the ECHL. Former Devil Brian Rafalski.
That's right.
That was pretty funny. I really miss this, guys. I'm going to, where did he go? The Florida Everblades. Brian Rafalski.
And the ECHL just puts hockey in the most ridiculous areas.
I tell you something. Wyshynski put this in an article in Puck Daddy. Hillary Duff and Mike Carmi split up, which is why that's in Puck Daddy is beyond me. I guess Hillary Duff is some kind of child star. Is that correct?
She was. She's
okay.
now like.
And Mike Carmi, what he used to play for what?
He used to play for Florida, right?
Yeah. Well, he puts this article in there, and now I'm going to go after Wyshynski because I don't like him. I don't like him personally, and I wouldn't like shake his hand and say, no, it's all in good fun. No, not you, Greg. And I'm going to meet you one day. You watch. I just haven't a rubbing in today. So he writes, it's Hillary Duff and Carmi split up. We've reached the end of Duff Free. I don't ever remember anybody talking about their relationship. It began in 2007. They got engaged in 2006, and apparently they split up. Duff became a staple of the New York Islander games during Carmi's time with the team, getting photographed with the fans. Why is this on fucking Puck Daddy? I don't even know that they were like a power couple. So, I mean, what's wrong with them? So I had a theory. I think Wyshynski's pissed off at about what's her name? Candace Cameron Bure. You hear about that story?
No, what happened with that?
How she no, mine didn't get any likes. Too bad. Candace Cameron Bure. She's former Scar Full House. She married Valerie Bure.
I know who she is. She married Valerie Bure, right?
I don't know. She made a comment that she's like, I don't know, a submissive in their marriage. And a lot of feminists had a crap fit. But then she said, it's not that I'm submissive in the sense that I just get told what to do. I just let my husband lead in certain family issues. It's not that I'm listening. I don't voice my opinion. I'm not like,
Well, she doesn't. She wants to end up like Mrs. Valernoff. So my house, I make all the rules. I am Valerie Bure.
Hey, Valerie. Valerie, are you there?
Yes, I am here.
Oh, yes, Valerie. Listen, I heard you're like the leader of your family, and your beautiful wife says that you're...
Yes, I am the leader. I wear a C on my jersey when I'm home.
Well, that's funny. You didn't wear any C's in your jersey when you played in the NHL.
Oh, yes, because I don't need to, because my brother Pavel make all the money.
Yeah, good point.
I just ride his coattails. That's all I do.
Well, didn't you guys get to play together in Florida for a little while?
A little bit.
Little bit.
We don't talk about Florida. Florida doesn't really even count as an NHL team.
Yeah, I know. You know, they asked,
I read an article. That's just where old players go to retire. Old people go to retire to Florida, and old players go to retire to Florida.
I read an article. about, and I can't find it. that's saying that the Florida Panthers are asking Miami for public money. Can you believe that?
Oh, God.
In today's economy? What is this, Detroit? Florida Panthers. Guess what, guys? Fold.
Goodbye.
We are overtaxed, and we're getting more all the time. We should not be paying into that crap. We probably shouldn't be paying half into the crap that we think we're paying for that's good, and it's not good. Whatever that meant. That's where that sentence went.
Well, did you see what they had to do to replace the glass?
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Fucking
First
bored.
class. Hey, if Gretzky, you know what Gretzky should do? He should go over there and get honored in center ice because his numbers right, and he should say, "This is a Mickey Mouse operation." Throw the fucking microphone on the ground and walk.
Yeah,
and
that'll
turn
be
the whole
his thing.
franchise around like Gretzky turned the entire Devil franchise around by calling
Honestly,
them
I don't
Mickey Mouse.
know what they're doing. I mean, when they played when they made the playoffs 2 years ago, they were actually they had a spark to them. And they made it 2 years ago.
Yeah,
They had a little spark to them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know.
they almost beat the Devils.
Shaquille O'Neal shows up
Drop-
at a Devils game last night. Devils game I watched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was driving a Zamboni.
Yeah, he was driving a Zamboni, and then he tries to squeeze into this old Devil jersey, which God, Jesus, he looks like he was gonna pop out of it like the Hulk. It's pretty funny to watch. And they're
I
walking.
love.
his
Nobody can ever hate Shaq. Maybe
I
Kobe
like Shaq.
Bryant, but
I like Shaq.
everybody loves Shaq.
You know, he got famous, like noticed playing basketball over here in Germany. You know that?
Really?
Yep. Did
He's
it
a
through the
North New
military
Jersey
system.
native.
I didn't know he was. I was told he was from the Bronx, or was it Brooklyn? Because he did that rap album with the Fushnikin. Can we rock? What's up, Doc? Can we rock? What's up? Remember that?
Do you know about Shaq soda?
Yes, it's awful, and it tastes exactly like it's supposed to. Like if you ever go to a picnic with black people, and they're kind enough, and it tastes everybody's like, Tommy, this soda sucks. No, it tastes like it's supposed to. And Shaq knows how to make soda apparently, because what it is if you ever had a barbecue with black people, which by the way I highly recommend.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have a good time.
Black people and Spanish people.
Yeah,
fucking
I'm actually with the whole
Throw down on the grill.
throwing a turkey in that thing that fries it, a turkey fryer. I'm all for that.
Yeah.
I as far as like making junk food for picnics, black people own, and it's not something they're famous for and should be stereotyped for. But I'm going to because it rocks, and it's a good stereotype to have because it's fun.
Spanish people too.
Here's
and
what they do: they buy this horrible soda that probably got etched in Shaq's memory somewhere along the line.
Yes, when I was a little boy, growing up in Newark, we go to the local bodega, and we couldn't afford Pepsi Cola and Coca Cola, so we had to get RC Cola, and also the RC Cherry Cola.
I wanted to make a cola that everybody could remember.
Yes. My mama, we couldn't afford the Pepsi Cola.
I've drank like 3 of them. You know that?
What,
Yeah, I
the
keep waiting
Shaq
them.
sodas?
Yeah. We get them over here at the military place. And I keep waiting for them to get good or something. I don't know. They're really bad. But they taste exactly like they're supposed to.
Yes. Yes, we
apparently
have
Ryan Miller
orange
makes some kind of
soda,
unbelievable taste.
strawberry soda, and grape soda because we got to stay with certain stereotypes. Who love orange soda? Shaq love orange soda. Is it true?
Jesus.
I do.
You're pretty good today, Jake.
I love doing Shaq impressions.
Like
You know, you want to know something?
Sure.
One of my first jokes that I ever did at stand-up was actually about Shaq.
What'd you say?
Because he was like deputized like an internet cop. Like he goes around like finding pedophiles and stuff.
No, he's not an internet cop. He's an explorer, police explorer. I did know that.
I thought he was like an internet like.
No,
like,
he's a police
pedophile.
explorer.
I remember hearing
He's a police
something that he was a
explorer in Los
pedophile.
Angeles. I
cop.
know that. It's a big difference. They kind of help the cops. They're
And,
like Boy
like,
Scouts
I
Boy
just-
Scouts for adults.
I said, how great it would it be if you're going to meet a little girl and you just met Shaq. You have a fucking Lakers jersey on and a basketball. It's like, I knew you weren't a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Your fucking name said it was Shaq Fu 32.
Oh, stay right here. I'm gonna call the police.
What was it? I think it's Cat Williams has a joke. I go, Shaq's a cop. If Shaq goes shooting at you, you know what you do? You just have him stand 17 feet away from you and act like a basketball hoop. He couldn't hit you.
That's what Cat Williams said.
Yeah, something like that.
I can't find it, and I really should have saved this. But Greg Wyshynski said in one of his articles that hockey players are sort of known for being unapproachable.
No, they're very approachable.
Are you joking?
They're the most approachable out
of all the four sports, Greg Wyshynski.
They're not divas.
No. You know why they seem unapproachable to you? Because they can smell a jerk off when they see it. Kind of like Bobby Orr, right?
One of the nicest guys I met was Grant Marshall. The guy let me try on his fucking Stanley Cup ring.
I have so many big stories about mean, famous hockey players. I don't have any with Major League Baseball. I don't have any positive experience with the NBA. Let me tell you the time I ran into Allen Iverson. See, I'll tell you how that went.
My brother-in-law, actually, Steven.
What?
He actually was hanging out with him. Him and Joe Sienna are hanging out with him in Vegas.
Iverson?
Yeah. Steven actually was, like, hanging out with him at, like, the 3-card poker table. And Steve was like, I think that's Allen Iverson. And Steve actually said to him, was like, you talk about practice?
I don't know. He didn't seem.
You gotta get Steven. Steven will tell you the story.
Yeah, whatever. Screw your story. I got distracted because I think somebody just told me to keep it down. I'm having that Robert De Niro moment, King Comedy. Robert De Niro, King Comedy. Well, anyway, talking about Greg Wyshynski, Greg Wyshynski couldn't handle an encounter with Bobby Orr. That's why he thinks hockey players unapproachable. They don't like you, Greg. They don't like the kind of person you are. Because you're snide and a wise ass and not even that funny a one. That's why you appear. I can't find the article, I wish I could. But he actually said that hockey players have this reputation for being unapproachable. No. Here's what the real fans think. They're the most approachable in all of sports.
They're the most down to earth because a lot of those guys are like, you know, like Adam Henrique goes to work on a tobacco farm in the off season.
Yeah.
You know, all these guys are like blue collar, you know.
Yeah. A group of people that he grew up next to that he couldn't fit in with.
Yeah, that's why really they're unapproachable.
Yeah,
they're unapproachable to him.
Because you're not any fun. And you're probably snide and a wise ass like Lampert.
Like I said, Grant Marshall.
Greg Wyshynski had problems with Bobby Orr. Let's think about this. He made a crack about drinking. It wasn't that bad a thing to say, but this guy is like one of the biggest reporters in the hockey blog stratosphere. That Greg Wyshynski. He's like one of the big reporters, one of the big guys, and he didn't know that Bobby Orr didn't drink. Here's how you find that out. You wiki it, Greg. You wiki it.
You know,
let me tell you something. Like, I'm an amateur. I'm a fucking amateur. If I knew I was going to meet Bobby Orr, at very least, I would run some things down.
Hey, Bobby, when do you ever have to buy a drink in Boston or Canada?
And then, one thing, Bobby Orr, you can always have a Shaq soda on the house. You can just go down to your local bodega in any place, and you just say, Shaq said it's on the house, on Bobby Orr.
Hey, Wyshynski, you're just a cock. That's it.
Like I said, Grant Marshall didn't know who I was or anything, and I said to him, joking around, "That's a nice ring. How do you get one?" And he actually started joking, and he actually let me try it on. And he actually said, and I actually joked around like I was going to put it in my pocket.
Really?
And Grant Marshall was just, you know, all he said, I don't care, it's insured.
Really?
And I tried on an actual Stanley Cup ring. How many of you other motherfuckers out there could say you tried on a legitimate fucking Stanley Cup ring?
Yeah. Or, better yet, have you tried a Major League Baseball ring on? Have you tried an NBA ring on? Any sports. I have a replica of a 2003 Stanley Cup Devils ring. Yeah.
But I actually tried on the real thing, and I will tell you, it was beautiful.
Yeah. And who gave that to you? Who let you have that opportunity?
Grant Marshall.
And what kind of hockey player is he? Or what kind of athlete is he? Excuse me.
He was funny. He was very charismatic.
All right, shut up. You're missing the point here, Jay. He's an NHL hockey player.
He's an NHL hockey player.
He's an NHL hockey player. Greg, it's you. You're a dick. It comes off in the way you write. You hide behind satire to insult people so you can keep your good guy friggin' image. You're a dick. You're a real dick in real life. And I'm going to run into you one day. And you're going to hold out your hands and say, no hard feelings. And I'm going to go, no, fuck you. Really. I really don't like you. I'd shake Lampert's hand because I know he's a dick and he advertises it. You're a phony. And Mooney can sing, apparently.
That's right. Yeah, if the whole entire writing thing doesn't go on, he can make...
Mooney's got talent and he's funny.
NHL R&B.
You know what's funny about Puck Daddy? The biggest douche and the worst talent. Because you got to admit, Ryan's probably the best writer on there. It's Greg, the guy the site's named after.
Oh, yeah.
He's the biggest cock. Leahy...
You say, like, Puck Daddy, like he's
Leahy's
like
the only real reporter over there. I would say, Moody's a talented guy. I mean, apparently he can sing, too. That's pretty funny. And I don't know. I wanted to ask him if he banged that Vietnamese chick. She's kind of hot. Guess what her last name was? Win. It was, actually. And Lampert, as big a cockbag as he is, and he knows it because he's been picked on his whole life. He's a pretty goddamn good writer. Smart guy. Interviewed him. You know what? He knows how to get your blood, people's blood filling. What do you do, Greg? What do you do, Greg? You say hockey players are unapproachable? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I have so many good stories about this experience and like one bad one. And that was just growing up in Jersey, taking a train over, and he's standing outside the garden, watching them go to their cars. I watched Alexei Kovalov shred his gears on his goddamn brand new car because he didn't know how to put his car in gear, and he was laughing about it. Yes, I am Alexei Kovalov. We drive on the other side of the road. It's you, Greg. It's you. It's fucking you. I'm done. Let's finish this plug. That's right. You're a cock. Oh, shit. I have nothing that might make a this week. Because I've been dying to send him a nasty. Maybe I'll go to an open mic on Tuesday. It's in Somerville. Right. Hey, listen. Do you like wrestling? I like wrestling. Yeah. All right. Well, I like wrestling too. And I know there's a place on YouTube that you want to get, and that's Joe Cronin's show. Joe Cronin, the top in wrestling with his partner, the encyclopedia of wrestling, Chris Tazovich, who's running around the country right now doing something. I don't know what. I gotta find out about that. I'm gonna send him a little message. Did they find? They did find him because like I know there was suspicions that he probably buried his girlfriend in the desert. No, he was fine. I think they just got a little tip. I don't think we should have been talking about that. Thanks. Well, we were talking about it on the show. Were we? I don't remember. Oh, that was Joe. Yeah, we can talk about it. Joe couldn't find him? About that or not. I mean, honestly. And Joe was like really sick and he needed him, and all of a sudden just the internet went out and he was fighting with his girlfriend. Yeah, okay. We'll leave that alone. I don't know. I don't know where I stand there. I don't want to hurt anybody. Yeah, I guess you're right. I love him. Yeah. You want to go to Joe Cronin's show because his wrestling show is wild, wacky, crazy. And he's opinionated, he's interesting. He's got a fan. And from what I understand, he's like doing pay-per-views, if you can believe that. You know that? Well, he goes on after pay-per-views now? No, I think he's like, one of his shows is pay-per-view. And people are buying it. Wow. You think about that. He was telling me about. I haven't had a conversation. People pay for porn. I guess you can. I don't have the information on that. I'm telling him to go to YouTube. I'm a YouTube guy. He's a YouTube guy too, but he does do stuff on other channels, and he's the best wrestling guy in the world. Period. That's it. Joe Cronin, best wrestling guy in the world. Period. Yep. That's it. That's it. Friend of the show, Joe Cronin. We should have him on again. Joe Cronin Show. Hey, JohnFreemanMusic.com, JohnFreeMusic.com, JohnFreemanMusic.com. He's the best. He is the musician, official musician for Shot from the Point production. Best musician in the world. Best musician in the world, period. Yes. And if you want to hire him, he's a musician for work and hire, and you can hire him. You can make a ditty for your podcast and what have you. Go to JohnFreemanMusic.com. Get in touch with them. Check his new albums out. They're on SoundCloud. They're for free. Check them out. Damn goddamn good. Damn goddamn good. You got anything to plug? You have anything to plug? Do it quick, by the way. You have like 2 minutes. What was that? Yeah, plug something like right now.
Oh, I'm like, maybe I'll do an open mic this week. It's at the Rock Lounge in Somerville.
Okay.
Tuesday night. So, keep updated on my Facebook. It's an
Somerville,
open
New
mic.
Jersey. Remember, we have an international
it's
audience.
not a Friday, so that's good.
Yeah. New Jersey.
So,
Jersey.
yeah.
Jersey.
Yep.
Okay.
Somerville, New Jersey.
We get because we're like.
And Friday Night Specials, the Rocky Horrorcast. Check them out, FridayNightSpecials.com.
Woo.
And, yeah. So,
All right.
and
All right. Hey, check out my show, which I decided to continue even though...
That's-
what's that?
that's right, yeah, the new show.
The new show. We do cover hockey, but it's like more like traditional DJ. It's called In the Crease with Tommy C. It's right here on the Shot from the Point Productions channel. We do not have a date and time as of yet, so it's a to be announced type thing. But I'm telling you right now, tomorrow, 6 p.m., Monday, it's time to get in the crease with Tommy C.
And,
Play music.
and maybe Tommy will give me a call tomorrow.
Yeah, I usually do every show.
Yeah.
I think I'll go around giving people calls. So In the Crease with Tommy C, we cover hockey. Yeah, that's a big part of it. But we also cover news, spin tunes. And I'm actually going to do a thing where I think I figured out a way to play a commercial record before YouTube can figure it out, so I don't get like a strike.
Come listen to A View from the Crease, where Tommy will just play public domain songs all day.
Yeah, that's basically
Like,
it. No, I think I'm finding a way around that, but I'm still going to play public domains.
And Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
In middies. In my old band.
Public domain songs.
Yeah. Well, check us out, In the Crease with Tommy C. Thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in to the Side of the Point. It was one of my favorite shows. How about yours?
Fun. Yeah, it was a good time. Every
Talking
show
about
gets-
Russians, Swedes,
that's-
goofing on Englishmen, goofing on everybody. That's what we do.
We talked about why hockey couldn't be played at East Brunswick Votech.
Yeah, because the kids were retarded.
That's right, the retarded kids.
Retarded kids.
Yeah, we talked about Shaq and
Talking
Russians.
about Shaq and his horrible soda. That brings back more memories, even for me. I'll be honest with you. I know what he's trying to do there. Shaq's a soda artist. Tommy wants to know.
Shaq does good. Shaq's wonderful in everything.
I'm actually thinking it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, at 3:30. I'm thinking about actually walking down the street and getting a soda because I'm thinking so much about Shaq soda. That's how much I like it.
That's right.
Thank you very much, everybody. If you like the show, please share the show. Check us out on Facebook, Twitter.
Oh, that's what we call subliminal marketing.
Facebook, Twitter. Tommy C at SFT. Tommy C SFTP. Tommy C SFTP. Check us out on Facebook. Shot from the Point, other crap, and also Shot from the Point has a Google Plus. Gentlemen, check it out. That's the way to keep up with it. That's the way to find out when live shows are coming. Sorry about the late show this week because well, I got drunk and I'm irresponsible. I'll tell you that story next week, or maybe I'll tell it on In the Crease tomorrow. Find out why I was drunk tomorrow. In the Crease. That's
maybe tomorrow we'll have an intervention for Tommy.
Yeah, tomorrow's my intervention.
Yeah,
that's right.
We'll talk about how Tommy's drinking has affected our life. Tommy, Tracy felt so bad. I was thinking like, man, I hope he didn't go to jail or something, or
all
something
right.
horrible.
You want to
happened.
find out what Jake's talking about? Tune in tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's Shot in the Crease with Tommy C. This has been
what we call a cliffhanger in the industry.
this has been a Shot from the Point production. Good night. Yeah, in the Crease.
I don't know, I'm wearing pink and kissing guys. Anyhow.
You do that, you go to the box, 2 minutes by yourself, and you feel shame,